Hi, today we're going to cook a little slab of baby back ribs. Right now I just got the ribs in the picture. I took them out of the package, washed them up. Kind of taking a look at them. I like to pat them dry with a paper towel before we start doing anything with them. There's not an excessive amount of fat on this set of ribs. What we will do is we'll get rid of this little gray skin on the inside. Some people do it, some people don't. Some people say you need to, some people say you don't. Just all up to you. Anytime you're cooking, smoking meat, stuff like that, yeah, there's some tried and true, tested ways of doing things, but still just still up to you what you want to do. And that little membrane come off of there pretty easy. The way we're going to get some good flavor and seasoning in on the inside of the rib. What I prefer doing, what I like to do is I like to start out with a little mustard base. The mustard, basically you just use it as a binder for a rub we're going to put on there. And when I'm home, I didn't bring it with me this time because I forgot. Sometimes I'll use it like a Dijon mustard or a spiced mustard. I can't tell you that it makes anything taste any different or better, but that's what I use at home mostly when I'm looking for a binder. What we're going to do, we're going to go on these ribs with I got a rub, nice pork rub that I use on occasion. I don't have anything in particular that I use all the time, so I'm generally trying out different things. And now when you put this on, you want to put it on fairly thick. I like a good thick rub on there. Like that, we'll pat it in. Good on this side. Just like so, pat that in. And get it all up on our edges. Plenty extra here on the foil, probably got extra on the counter, but that's the way you cook. Make a mess, then you clean it up. Alright, so right now I use a Green Mountain Grill Davy Crocket, which is a tailgater type smoker. I'll show you that in a little bit when we go put these on. Nice little pellet grill I've used. I really enjoyed using it. I smoked a lot of meat on it so far. So, all right, we're going to just let those sit and let that seasoning kind of work in there while our smoker's warming up. We're going to go to 225. I think we'll do the 3-2-1 method. So. And I'll explain that here in just a little while. Alright y'all, this is my Davy Crocket by Green Mountain Grill. This little tailgater, the legs fold up, fits inside that DeWalt box right there with all the utensils and supplies. Has a pretty good size pellet hopper. Currently I'm setting at 225, and we'll ride it there, pretty much leave it there the whole time. Fixing to go in with the ribs, and we'll be right back. Okay, here we are, we got our ribs fixing to go on. Sit there and kind of let that moisture set this rub in. Looking mighty pretty right there. It's going to be a good looking rib. Alright, so what we're going to do the 3-2-1 method, which means the ribs are going to go on. Right here, we're going to set a timer for 3 hours. So we'll cook the ribs open on the open rack for 3 hours. We'll check them about every hour to see if they're staying moist. If not, we'll spray them a little bit with some apple juice, something like that, just to kind of keep them moist. 3 hours. At the end of the 3 hours, we're going to pull them off. We're going to wrap them. We're going to go back in for 2 hours wrapped, and then at the end of that 2 hours, we'll unwrap them and let them sit in there with opened up again and really let them finish off. So check back here in just a little bit and I'll show you what we got. Alright, here we are. We're at the 1 hour mark. Ribs have been there about an hour. Take a look at them. Having to improvise a little bit. I forgot my sprayer and my apple juice. So I'm going to use a little teriyaki just to give it some moisture right here on the. But cooking's all about just going for it. So moisture, teriyaki, hey, you can't hardly beat that. I might have come up with something new. Alright, then we're looking really good. Check them in another hour. Alright, here we are. We're going up on hour number 2. Let's take a look and see what we got. Oh yeah. Look at that. Ooh, we starting to look good. I told Gail that she's not a big rib eater normally. But I told her I've been slapping some teriyaki on there, and she's getting kind of interested in eating some ribs now. She loves that teriyaki. So, look at that. All right, so here we are. We're at the 3 hour mark. It's time to wrap. Told you we're gonna go 3 hours without wrapping. Then we're gonna do 2 hours wrapped. And we're gonna do 1 hour unwrapped and extra if we need to. Okay, here we go. We're gonna start out with 2 layers of paper. The butcher paper I got from Lowe's. I really like using it. I'll do that. I'm gonna do a second layer. Cut it off here. I'm gonna put some butter down. Use little pats of butter if you like. I'm just using softer butter, so I'm just doing spoonfuls. That's gonna be really, really good right there. Let's do one more. All right. Never can use too much butter if you're using butter. Okay. Paper towel. All right, next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take some honey. Good old honey. I'm gonna slather it on the paper, just like so. What is he doing? Well, this makes it good right here, people. Makes it good. All right, next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some powdered or brown sugar. Brown sugar. Brown sugar. There we go. Man, these are gonna be good. That's probably the best you'd ever eat if you could eat them. We're gonna eat them a little later. All right, so there we are. So next thing we're gonna do, we'll put our slab of ribs on here. Okay. First, I want you to look at this. Look at these ribs right here. They're nowhere near done yet, but they are sure looking fantastic. So we're gonna put them top side down. Make sure we got all this goodness right up here with them. The goodness up here with them. There we go. We're gonna wrap these babies. All right. And just for good measure, we put a little spot of butter right there. All right, so here we go. There's no particular way to wrap. You just want a good tight wrap. This right here. This right here. All right. And we got our second one, which we're going to wrap this right here, over here, and over here. All right, how's that look? Yeah, there we go. Now, these are going to go back on the grill. If I can get the grill in the picture. There we go. These are going to go back in. Still 225. Just like so. We'll do that for about 2 hours. Okay guys, here we go. We're going to spend 2 hours wrapped. We're going to pull them ribs out, open it up and see what it looks like, and see if we're ready for the next step. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Wow. These are looking super good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, we're starting to get a little bone separation right there. I'm going to turn them over like so. And we're going to put some barbecue sauce on these things. So one of our favorites is Head Country. Head Country was originated out of Ponca City, Oklahoma, which is my hometown. And one of the things that we really enjoy, and if you hadn't tried Head Country barbecue, some good stuff right there. Not a doubt, good stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a good little slathering of Head Country on these ribs. There we go. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to go back in the smoker, opened up like this for at least another hour. We're looking for a little bit more separation off the bone, and man, these are going to be good. They're smelling sweet right now. Smelling good. So let's get these babies back in for another hour. We're going to leave them opened up. We're not going to wrap them back up. We're just going to leave them open. Some good stuff right here. This is our ribs sauced up, and we are ready to cook another hour. Sounds great. Still got a good temperature, and here we go. Alright, we're working on some crinkle cut French fries. Gonna go with our ribs. Cook them here a little bit, get them good and done, then we'll pull our ribs off and cut them up and see what we got. Oh, we're going to take a look at these ribs in here. Oh man, they're looking really good. I think they're going to come out real good. So we're going to cook our French fries, and then we'll pull these out and kind of cut them. See what happens. Alright, so here we are. This is our last night at Cajun Oasis, and French fries are looking done. We're going to pull these off right here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Can't beat that right there. Good crispy fries. Pull them off. We're gonna, if you don't know, I mean, you probably do it. I'm just saying. If when you pull them fries off, man, hit them with a little salt right off the bat. Get that salt on there. There you go. See that salt falling on there? That way it'll stick on there while the grease is still good and hot. Got some good old salty fries. Alright, now that our fries are done, ready fried, ready to be eaten, we're going to pull these ribs off here and see what we got. Ooh, they're falling apart as I take them out. What the? There we go. There we go. Ribs are looking good, buddy. Ribs looking good. There we go. There's our ribs. Pull them out the grill. Still got that paper in there. I'm going to come back and get it just a little bit. We'll go inside and we'll cut these up and see how they taste. Alright, here we go. Pull these ribs off the grill. And kind of, cut them a little bit, except they're just falling apart. Falling apart. Look at that. They're just jumping out of there.
Ooh, yummy.
Them babies look good. A little smoke ring right here. I think we did a good job on these little baby backs.
Well, you did.
We did. There we go. All right, y'all. That was my version of baby back ribs. Good eating right here. We're going to come back later and I might let y'all know how good they taste because they look really, really good. Look at it, falling apart.
Falling off the bone.
Alright y'all, that's what my plate looks like. I got some little bread and butter pickles. I got some fries cooked outside and there's little baby back ribs. I really think this is going to be a really good meal. And hope y'all enjoyed the video. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to start out with do 2 layers of paper. Well, all right, that didn't work out so good. So here I am, I'm cutting 2 hours. Hang on, let's start over. Stop.